So let me start the session. Today, as I said, we will go with the concepts of Bresenham's circle drawing algorithm. So last two sessions, we have seen Bresenham's line drawing algorithm, and also we have solved one problem last class regarding Bresenham's and given assignment in the Google Classroom. So I suggest you to go through the problem and solve and circulate it into the Google Classroom. Similarly, we have problems on Bresenham's circle drawing. Before that, we'll see one of the problem. Today, maybe we'll end up the session on module 1 and hardly one more extra session for solving the problem on Bresen circle. Okay, with that, we'll go to the module 2. So DDA was been covered, Bresenham's been covered. We left the circle generating algorithm. So we have a program on Bresenham's, right? We have a problem on Bresenham's, both on circle and okay. So let all the people join. Yes, we'll continue. Now we'll see this Bresenham circle drawing algorithm. What is a Bresenham circle drawing algorithm? So what is circle drawing algorithms? We need to draw in the same fashion as if like line given the two intercepts, we have to draw a arc or a circle in between the two uh, intercepts. Okay, so same as if like you use the line equation in the case of uh, Bresenham's line drawing algorithm. You calculate slope of the line, whether the slope of the line is less than 1 or greater than equals to 1. Based on this, you take the decision both for a DDA algorithm and both for Bresenham's line drawing algorithm. So DDA uses roundup function. Bresenham doesn't use roundup functions, whereas it will identify, that is, if the slope of the line is less than 1, simply increment the x increment and take a decision based on the decision parameters p0 or pk. So whether to select delta y or delta, that is yk or yk plus 1, that is yk or yk plus 1. Similarly, in the case of reverse, in the case of slope of the line is greater than 1. Similarly, we have a program. So this program, what we will do is we'll explain the lab sessions. So that is Bresenham line drawing procedure. Same thing has been copied to delta y to delta y minus delta x. If x naught is, see, this is to swap. If x naught, because this, we assume that in our program the line grows from left bottom to the right right top. Okay, right top, the grow of the line will go like this, right? That is to use as a start position. Then we'll assign the first points, set the pixels initial point has been set. So while x is less than end, what you have to do, simply increment x in unit interval, and if the value of p naught is less than 0, so p equals to p plus 2 delta y, same as if like a formula. Else what you have to do, else that is if slope of the line is greater than 1, increment y in unit interval, perform that with respect to the x interval and set the pixel individually. Since it is into the while loop, the while loop will be executed until what, the condition is satisfied. Once it fails, it comes out of the loop. By that time, the line is drawn. Now let us go to the circle properties. Circle is defined with a set of points with the radius r. Fixed radius will be there for any circle. So we have a Pythagorean theorem. So right, in another simple manner, so let me go to the one more circle. These are all the properties of a circle. So what is midpoint circle algorithm? So midpoint circle algorithm deals with the concept here. right? So that is we have to select X pixel and Y pixel, right? So what you could see in this diagram, all of if this diagram is visible, all right, see, we have an arc of a circle. When it comes to the x-axis, pixel is being selected. This pixel as the first pixel, this will be the second pixel, this will be third pixel. That is so xk, and what will the next interval? The x will be incremented in unit interval. Xk is the first with respect to x coordinate, xk plus 1 the second intercept with respect to the x coordinate, xk plus 2 the third interval, that is next coordinate with the x interval. What about y? When you talk about a y, again we have a decision parameter called pk. So based on the decision parameter, you do select whether it is yk or yk minus 1. Try to understand whether it is yk or yk minus. In the case of Bersenam's line drawing algorithm, it was based on the slope of the line. Here it is not slope of the line. Here it is based on the here you have to identify whether it is a with regarding a slope of line, you need to identify. For example, if I ask you, so we have a coordinate system that is using midpoint circle algorithm. We are going to find the decision parameter pk. Okay, see here, if the screen is visible, I just, it is my notes that I have shared you. Here also we increment x in unit interval, y we have to select based on the decision parameters. So what will the next coordinate? It is the next coordinate, it depends upon x always incremented in unit interval as I have shown you in the diagram, xk plus 1. Whether decision parameter is whether it is yk will be selected or yk minus 1 will be selected. Okay, so finding the midpoint of it, finding the midpoint for this. Okay, that is for these two intervals. I don't know whether you follow it or not. Once again I'll go with the diagram. See here, this is an arc. We need to plot a concept of this pixels have to be identified. These pixels arcs have to be identified using a midpoint circle algorithm. So in the case of midpoint circle algorithm, what happens if the arc is growing, right? It is decreasing from yk to yk minus 1 with respect to the radius. So when I start up this, what will be the radius? From here center point, we have a r, and x is incremented in unit interval. Simply you are incrementing the x. So this is a pixel, right? Similarly, xk plus 1, this will be the pixel. Again, xk plus 2, this. So in the case of x, you don't have an issue of identifying the pixel. It simply grows with each interval. When it comes to the yk, it is a decision parameter whether yk is selected or yk minus 1 will be selected. Again, here also, whether it is yk or yk minus 1. Whether it is yk, it is yk minus. Maybe here it is yk, right? Whereas in the case of here, it might be selected. See, this or this will be selected. Again, in this case, maybe yk minus 1, right? Or here, whether it is yk only. So as you have seen, how does the pixels will be determined? Here, 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 here. In the case of line, in the case of arc, this pixel or this pixel, this pixel or this pixel. But it looks like as if like arc, but it is not a arc. It is identifying the pixels on the screen, right? I'll just erase the board. If you have understood, just see. So this was the concept basically of identifying this arc. Same here, what you have seen here in the case of line drawing algorithm. Is it or not? See, like this only, no? So this was the concept of line drawing. Same as if in the case of arc, we need to identify the pixels on the arc, whether which pixels would be identified in the case of arc using the properties of a what? The circle. Now I was discussing now identifying xk plus 1 or yk, xk plus 1 or yk minus 1 as it goes in unit interval. Here is the radius. Radius is here 0 comma r, here r comma 0. What is the value of y over here? It is 0. What is the value of x over here? It is r. Remember that. And once this arc is being completed, what is the value of r over here? It is r. What is the value of y over here? It is 0. Is it or not? And we have to determine this arc. To determine, we have using midpoint circle algorithm, midpoint, finding the midpoint of xk plus 1 and xk plus 1. So xk plus 1 is a subscript, okay, divided by q gives xk plus 1, incrementing in unit interval, right? xk plus 1 gives 2xk plus 2. So 2xk plus 2 divided by 2 is xk plus 1. Similarly, here finding the midpoint of yk plus yk minus 1 divided by 2, that will be yk minus half. So applying these midpoint in the circle formula. What is the circle formula? X plus y square equals to r square to find the decision parameter. So here it is very simple. The derivation is very simple. I'll give this document also. X plus y square, applying this xk plus 1 square plus yk minus half square minus r square into the circle to find the value of pk. This is equation number 1. And similarly, the what will be the next interval? Xk plus 1 subscript yk plus 1 subscript minus r square to find the value of pk plus 1. Similarly, we do continue in this derivation to determine the value of pk. Okay. And one more thing, when you derive it, all of you can see, if pk is less than 0, so what happens? Always x will be incremented in the unit interval and yk will be fixed up. And when the pk is greater than or equal to 0, both x and y will be, x will be incremented, yk will be decremented. This is what the formula for identifying the derivations. You can track through few of the derivation, how I have derived pk plus 1 from this midpoint, that is by using circle drawing algorithm. So this is quite important, all of you. So coming to the concept of algorithm, let me go to the algorithm. Same thing. I hope all of you understood how did I got pk for this circle xk plus 1 yk minus, that is finding the midpoint, same as if like I've shown you. So here xk plus 1 xk divided by 2, this will get applying into the midpoint, x square plus y square minus r squares, you will get this. Clear? And you get pk plus 1 also. And similarly, one more thing is that is not the end of a statement. That is not the end of a derivation. You need to find initial decision parameter. The initial decision parameter is p naught. That is by obtained by evaluating the circle function at the starting position. That is x naught, y naught. At what will be the value of x naught and y naught initially? As you know, the value of x naught and y naught at the initial position. So if you start the circle at this point, is it visible? Yes. it will be 0 comma r. At this point it will be r comma 0, right? So with that, applying the same to the initial, so this I have derived it on the sheet. So you need to calculate P0. P0 at the initial of the circle. The initial parameter is obtained by evaluating the circle, that is x0 y0 equal to 0 comma r. At x-axis will be 0, y-axis will be r. So applying this at the function of the circle, so you get P0 equals to 5 by 4 r. Okay, so same thing you have applied over here. You have P0, no, here you have applied x k plus 1 yk minus half the whole square. Okay, that is okay. 0 means xk plus 1 is 0 plus 1 1. Yk is here. See what is the formula for P0? P0 formula for the initial yk minus half the whole square. What is yk over here? Yk is r minus half the whole square minus r square. So resolving this, nearby value is approximate value is 5 by 4 by r. So overall the same thing, the derivation we have done in this sheet, all of you. So the taking a midpoint for the taking decision, finding the midpoint, applying into the circle formula, and finally deriving the value of P0 and Pk, and you derive this, the value of Pk, applying 0 comma r to find the decision parameter, initial decision parameter. See here, all of you, 0 comma r, y 0 comma r. Initially when we start at this point, x will be 0, r will be the y intercept. So applying into the same formula, k plus 1 0 square plus yk minus half minus r square gives 5 by 4 by r. So finally coming to the algorithm. So this is an algorithm. So initially we do start with x0 y0, that is 0 comma r. Taking the value, x will be incremented in unit interval and calculate the initial value. The initial value is 5 by 4 minus r. Okay, next you need to find what will be the next interval. If the pk is less than 0, what I said, increase xk in unit interval, and yk you don't have to, you have to return the same value. Whereas when the pk is greater than or equal to 0, what you do, you increment xk plus 1 and you decrement the yk minus 1 value. All right, applying into the same pk plus 1 2k, so you get this formula. What is 2xk plus 1 here? It is nothing but 2xk plus 2. What is 2yk plus 1? It is 2yk minus, because you are decrementing. Remember, clear? So because you are going downside, yk minus 1, yk minus 2, yk minus 3, like that. So you are just go on decrementing it. Okay, so you have to repeat the steps until you reach x greater than or equals to y, because you started from 0 until it reaches r. Why? What is the meaning of x greater than or equals to y? Why you have to reach? So why you have to reach? Because if this is an arc, so you do start like this. This point is 0 comma r. So you go on determine these are 0, x will be incremented. Okay, 0 1 2 3 4 5. So once you reach here r, you stop. By that time you have determined this arc. Similarly again you have to start from here r comma 0. So that is a different policy to determine this part. So this is what about the Bresenham's circle drawing algorithm. So altogether you have to remember what is the initial data parameter, that is P naught. P naught, how do you calculate the value of P naught? And you determine the decision parameter Pk plus 1 based on the value Pk less than 0. Initially you have to find this. So let us go to the PPT. So what we have, that we'll see the same concept. So the circle drawing algorithm, less than 0 inside the circle, equals to 0 on the boundary, outside the circle greater than 0. So this is a point. So you need to determine. So we have 8 symmetry of a circle. This is the properties of a circle. So 8 times you have to execute this algorithm in order to find it. So we are over here to determine the symmetry of a circle. And for how do you find the initial decision parameter Pk, that is xk plus 1 yk minus half, applying to the circle formula x square plus y square minus r square. And how did you get this? How did you get this? I've showed you this xk plus 1 comma yk minus. How did you take these two coordinates? So that is based on this, sorry, based on this formula. 1 second. So we have a decision parameters whether to choose xk plus 1 yk or xk plus 1 yk minus 1. Taking the midpoint of it, you'll get these two coordinates, so xk. Applying this to the circle drawing algorithm, so what will get? So you'll get the value of pk. So what will the next pk plus 1? You have to apply the same and you get a pk plus 1 value, right? Is it or not? Xk plus 1 yk minus half. So xk plus 1 yk, this is just increasing the subscript of it. Applying this into it, you'll get pk plus 1. And finally you have to put initial decision parameter for 0 comma r, x equal to 0, y equals to r, where we have p naught equals to same thing. So what you have applied previously, 1 x has to be incremented, r minus half, applying into the midpoint circle, that is circle formula, x square plus y square minus r square, to get p naught equals to 5 by 4 r. Okay. If the radius r is specified as an integer, we can simply round up p naught equals to 1 minus r, since all the increments are the integers. Okay. So this is the formula. That is, we have done a standardization. Instead of using 5 by 4 r, if the value is given as an integer, we do consider p naught equals to 1 minus r. P naught equals to 1 minus r. Clear? P naught equals to 1 minus. So this will be the formula we do use instead of 5 by 4. So I can consider this as 1 minus r if this value is given as a integer value. So this is what allowed the midpoint circle algorithm. See here, given x key y c. So initially 0 comma r, calculate the initial value of a decision parameter p naught equals to 1 minus r. The value of p is less than 0 along the circle centered. So first intercept is 1 and yk if pk is less than 0, if this value is less than 0. If it is greater than 0, you select xk plus 1. Similarly, you go ahead with the pk plus 1 by using this formula. So remember, pk, same as if like in the Bresenham's line drawing algorithm, what had happened, here also the pk value differs based on the value of this less than 0 or greater than 0 equals to 1. So we have to move each calculate pixel, and finally you have to stop when x is greater or equals to y. That is, when becomes 0 becomes r, we will stop. Saying that arc has been identified. That arc has been identified. So same in circle drawing algorithm we have used over here. This is for the 8 sectors of a circle. Now let us see the algorithm on it. So we left with one of the problem on this circle drawing. So before that, you have to draw the pixel. See here. So 8 symmetry of pixels have to be identified here. Is draw pixel along this, you know, sorry, the screen share. First sector, if I divide over here, all of you, second sector, this part is x plus h, y plus h. Again, this part is this. Again, the next curve goes here, division here. So this is a part for this. This is a part for this. Similarly, 8 vectors will be identified. Okay, 8 sectors of a circle will be identified to draw this, and use a circle drawing algorithm. See here, the same p naught value. If d is less than 0, how do you calculate d? Okay, while y is greater than x, what you will do? You calculate the decision parameters. You go on plotting the pixels. So circle drawing algorithm I have not given in the Google Classroom, so you can execute that. So this is all about the circle drawing algorithm. So now we left with the problem. So problem, let us solve it in the next class. So now as I suggest you, uh, I have given this PPT. So just go through the PPT and the notes and try to understand what is midpoint circle algorithms and how to identify the Bresenham's circle drawing algorithms to determine the sector of a circle, that is pixels of a circle, based on the decision parameter p naught. Okay, so I ask you to give the attendance on the chat session. All of you just give the attendance, and I just have a communication. I'll write a message. Have you followed it or not? Have you followed? Because I don't know whether you followed this concept. I displayed many screens. We left with a problem on Bresenham's circle drawing algorithm as of now. So we have a problem also, an easy problem. So same thing has been given in the PPT. The initial decision parameter d equals to 1 minus r in the algorithm. Then to plot the value x y comma y comma value, while y is greater than x, that is we have r greater than 0, which pixel has to be selected? The decision parameter is less than 0, you have to select the 1 point. Else what you will do? Else you will increment. So this is same as if like a pk value, and go on incrementing the y value individual interval. So same has been plotted. In fact, in the PPT, much more thing was there. That is, how do you select a E point or SC point? This was here. See this like this. So this is a current value. Which one point will be, whether E or M, based on the decision parameter, right? Now my question is, have you followed? Hopefully all of you have given the attendance on the chat session. Now a few questions for you, right? Have you understood the problem or not? have you understood the just have you understood the concept? Okay, now I suggest you just go through once. Okay, I'll right now I'll circulate this material what I shown you, especially the written derivation from my paper on my paper, and uh, the anyway notes you have. uh, Anyway, you have a notes. So I don't want to scold anyone, those who are annotating. So I don't want that. I don't want to be in a bad mood, right? Those who have communicated, yes, sir. So what I suggest is please go through the, book once again. Even I have a book, a PDF book of it. Those who don't have a book in their hand, I didn't forward it because let us go through the very simple. Don't makes the things clumsy, right? Because we'll solve one problem again. That time we'll see what is p naught value, and how do you mm, calculate the individual pixels for a sector. Okay, so that will be a nice thing for us in the next class. So I hope we have completed this module to one extent, though we have not solved much of the problem. uh, this is the syllabus. I'll just show you the display the syllabus for you. Yes, here is the syllabus. So this is the syllabus what we have. So Brasenham's was the last concepts in this, and most of the things we have tried to cover: point functions, line attribute, line drawing. Uh, if at all, if something has been left out with respect to the theoretical point of view, you have to, uh, hmm, you have to go through. So I'll complete my uh, module one. One problem being left, maybe on Monday we'll cover, and we'll start with the second module. And anyway, lab will go with that, and we have few of the discussions regarding a project, so that will take in the regular sessions itself. So those who have not given the attendance can give. Rest of the people can leave the session.